from the elimination of Anwar al-Awlaki, Mohammed Emwazi, and other high-profile terrorist leaders, as well as the obliteration of hundreds of their facilities, the U.S. MQ9 Reaper drone has become one of America's most powerful assets. Since 2007, this sleek predator has dominated the skies, delivering lethal strikes using Hellfire missiles and laser-guided bombs. The Reaper is a tireless hunter, patrolling the heavens for up to 27 hours and providing commanders with razor-sharp, real-time intelligence. There's no need for human pilots or perilous missions, because this high-tech beast is a silent assassin. Enemies never see it coming, and its powerful sensors and cameras make every shot count. The Reaper reduces collateral damage while increasing devastation. It fires at towering altitudes of up to 50,000 feet, putting it out of reach for most threats. Its speed, agility, and advanced electronic countermeasures make it practically unstoppable. With advanced radar and infrared targeting, the Reaper dodges enemy detection and jamming effortlessly. This is exactly what makes the footage that's emerged such a big shock for the American military. Yemeni rebels, one of America's less competent opponents, claim to have taken down one of these $30 million titans. If accurate, it may mean the end of an era for the King of the Sky, and a fresh challenge to America's worldwide dominance. The MQ9 Reaper is the apex predator of the sky, a lethal drone designed for relentless precision and endurance. This powerful UAV is the U.S. Air Force's spearhead in modern drone warfare, delivering devastating strikes with surgical accuracy while hovering unseen high above the battlefield. With its powerful Honeywell TPE 331 10GD turboprop engine roaring at 900 shaft horsepower, the Reaper cuts through the skies with a 66-foot wingspan and a sleek 36-foot fuselage. This aerial titan, capable of speeds up to 230 miles per hour, can soar at altitudes reaching 50,000 feet, far beyond the reach of most adversaries. Under its wings, it holds a staggering 3,750 pounds of pure firepower, including Hellfire missiles and Paveway 2 bombs, ready to unleash hell on its targets. Equipped with a multispectral targeting system, or MTSB, the Reaper's eyes are unmatched. Infrared sensors, high-resolution TV cameras, and laser designators combine to create a suite of visual tools that can track and obliterate fast-moving enemies with pinpoint precision. This technological marvel ensures no enemy can hide, as it delivers real-time full-motion video back to its operators half a world away. The Reaper's mission profile is a testament to its ruthless efficiency. It loiters for up to 42 hours, watching, waiting, and striking only when the moment is perfect. Whether conducting a high-stakes surveillance mission, providing close air support, or engaging in a lethal hunt, the Reaper is always ready. Its ability to adapt mid-mission to emerging threats makes it an invaluable asset in dynamic combat environments. Since its debut in 2007, the MQ9 Reaper has been the silent executioner in countless missions. From the arid landscapes of Iraq and Afghanistan to the covert theaters of North Africa and Southeast Asia, it's decimated high-value targets, including top-tier terrorist leaders like ISIS's famous Mohammed Emwazi. Each mission it undertakes adds to its legacy as a bringer of swift, unerring justice from the skies. The MQ9 Reaper is not just a drone. It's the future of air warfare, embodying the relentless, unstoppable force of modern military technology. As it continues to evolve, this skyborne juggernaut will remain an enduring symbol of America's aerial dominance, its silent flight a harbinger of the destruction it can deliver in an instant. Despite being deployed back in 2007, the MQ9 Reaper remains far from obsolete. Its continued relevance is ensured through a series of extensive upgrades and the development of advanced variants. These enhancements have kept the Reaper at the forefront of unmanned aerial warfare, making it a critical asset in the U.S. military's arsenal. One of the significant upgrades to the MQ9 Reaper is the transition to the multi-domain operation variant. This version features advanced anti-jamming systems, improved electro-optical and infrared sensors, and the capability to carry a broader range of weapons. These upgrades ensure that the Reaper can effectively operate in environments with sophisticated air defense systems and electronic warfare threats, maintaining its effectiveness against near-peer adversaries like China and Russia. The MQ9B, Sky Guardian, and Sea Guardian are other notable variants. The Sky Guardian offers extended endurance and broader operational capabilities, while the Sea Guardian is tailored for maritime surveillance. These variants incorporate improved communication systems and enhanced sensors, allowing them to perform a variety of missions, from ISR to anti-submarine warfare. In terms of operational upgrades, the MQ9 fleet has been retrofitted with external fuel tanks to extend their range and endurance, allowing for longer loiter times over mission areas. This is critical for persistent surveillance and continuous strike capabilities. The drone's ability to adapt to new mission requirements has been a cornerstone of its longevity and operational success. The Reaper's continued deployment and modernization highlight its strategic importance. The U.S. Air Force and Marine Corps have integrated these drones into various missions worldwide, including recent deployments in Eastern Europe to surveil NATO's eastern flank. By constantly upgrading its technology and expanding its mission capabilities, the MQ9 Reaper remains a remarkable tool in the U.S. military's arsenal, and an elusive target for most military forces around the world. This last fact is what makes Yemen rebels' claim the most surprising. Until recently, their military hardware and capabilities had been extremely limited, but new reports suggest the Houthis have access to ballistic missiles and Typhoon, which are essentially rebranded versions of the Iranian Qatar missile. These have a range of approximately 1,600 to 1,900 kilometers, which is sufficient to reach targets as far away as Israel. Despite their range, these missiles are known for the inaccuracy of their current versions. They also possess several rudimentary anti-air defense systems. How this outdated technology could have been used to bring down a cutting-edge American Reaper drone is hard to tell. America's relationship with Yemen has been growing increasingly agitated over the last decades. The Houthis, a Shia Muslim group from northern Yemen, have been fighting the Yemeni government for decades. The conflict escalated significantly in 2015 when the Houthis took control of Yemen's capital, Sana'a, leading to a Saudi-led coalition intervention aimed at restoring the Yemeni government. This coalition has been supported by the U.S. through intelligence, logistical support, and arms sales. The U.S.'s involvement in Yemen is part of its broader strategy to counter Iranian influence in the region. Allegations suggest that Iran has furnished the Houthis with military support and training, turning Yemen into a significant theater in the proxy struggle between Iran and Saudi Arabia, a key U.S. ally. The Houthis have attacked American military assets and those of allied nations in response to U.S. support for the Saudi-led coalition. These attacks include missile strikes and drone assaults on U.S. Navy ships and Saudi infrastructure. However, being merely a faction within an impoverished nation with little advanced military hardware, the Houthis have historically posed a minimal threat to the U.S. and its assets. However, all that changed in May 2024 when Yemen's Houthi rebels announced they had shot down an American MQ9 Reaper drone in a dramatic show of defiance. Hours after the incident, footage began circulating online, depicting the mangled wreckage of the advanced combat drone sprawled across the desolate terrain. Houthi-led media later released a gripping video, allegedly capturing the exact moment the drone was struck. In the footage, a surface-to-air missile streaks through the sky before impact, sending the Reaper spiraling downward. Houthi military spokesman Brigadier General Yahya Saree confirmed the strike, declaring that the drone had been conducting hostile actions over Yemen's Marib province, a battleground controlled by forces loyal to Yemen's exiled, internationally recognized government. The U.S. military has remained silent on the incident. This event marks the latest in a troubling series of drone losses for the U.S. and Yemen, with at least 5 similar shoot-downs attributed to the Houthis since their takeover of Sana'a and the country's north in 2014. Valued at approximately $30 million, the MQ9 Reaper is a cornerstone of modern aerial warfare. Renowned for its ability to soar at altitudes up to 50,000 feet and stay airborne for up to 24 hours. This versatility makes it an indispensable tool for both intelligence gathering and combat missions. The U.S. has heavily relied on drones like the Reaper for counter-terrorism operations in Yemen, seeking to monitor and disrupt hostile activities in the volatile region. As the Reaper's shattered frame lay under the scorching sun, the real cost began to emerge, not just in dollars, but in the growing influence and technological savvy of the Houthis. They've shown they can hit where it hurts, challenging a titan of modern aerial warfare. This raises a crucial question. How will the U.S. adapt to this evolving threat? The skies over Yemen remain tense, and with each successful strike, the Houthis' grip on power tightens. The financial and strategic burden is mounting, leaving the U.S. to rethink its approach in this volatile region.